Hey, there wasn't a whole lot of time to prepare, so I just did what I thought I could, and I'm glad you came. This is a lot of things. I wasn't really sure how to approach things, Sparkplug, but I wanted to be real with you. I've been worried about us, not because of you, not even because of me, but there's always other people getting in the way of us, and maybe I'm just taking this the wrong way. But I'm sick of them. I want you. I'm sick of everybody else in the world, and I'm sick of seeing others get time that was meant for me. I know how incredibly selfish that sounds, but ever since the world went to shit, I just never really felt that way. You know, comfortable, except for when I was with you. And it's probably never gonna change, and I know that makes me a selfish kind of guy, but I don't regret it. Because this isn't another love confession kind of thing. I know I have no right to you, and it may seem like a lot, but would you at least give me a chance to take you to a better place and spoil you and stuff like that? I figured I might not have everything going on, but I'm not completely down. I see how sad something in the back of your eyes is, where nobody else notices it and they take you at your word that you're just fine. I can't do that. I'm not that kind of guy that I could ever not feel when I care about someone. So with you, it's different. It's way different than anyone else. I look at you, and one look is all it takes, and look, I know I probably seem a little crazy. Hopefully I don't seem stalkerish or anything, but we've known each other for a few years now, and this thing we've had going, I feel like it didn't end up what it should have been. The on and off, the distance, everything. I wanted more of you, and if I'm honest, I feel like I didn't do a whole lot of things that well, and that I let you down. No, don't tell me that. Don't give me that confidence. You don't even know what I'm gonna ask. You probably do. Nah, Buzzy Beautiful Sunshine Nugget, I'm pretty sure that after everything, you've finally understood it, didn't you? I don't care what you think about me after all this, because what we had back then, it's not right now. I know I can't really fix the past or anything. And I don't think it was the worst kind of past, and it's not one that's like in a storybook or something. But I want us to be like we were when we first met. I don't just want it to be half-hearted. Maybe it's just me being a little stubborn, maybe a lot spoiled, but when I look at you, I see that we could have so much more. And maybe this is just a small thing, but I don't want to believe that what we got is the best that it could be. Because, well, I was taught to never, ever accept it just as it is. Always strive for better, always make something of yourself. And this, between you and yeah, I remember. That perverted side. Well, it's not completely my fault. I was always upfront with it, and I did enjoy when you said it was cute. But I find that there's a balance to things, and you gotta face your demons someday, and I've faced mine of being afraid of commitment. It may not have seemed like it before, but this was different. Neither of us could have seen that coming. And it's neither of our faults. It wasn't like it was something we did wrong. It was circumstances. We got separated. And it took us a while to get back. And then there was always that lingering guilt. Because that group of friends got torn asunder. And it wasn't either of our faults, but it had that painful memory tied, and that's why I want to start over. I don't want to be known as just that hero that made it into the top rankings and had a love of his life and lost them to distance or something that isn't even a fuck up or a mess up or anything. Sparkplug, I guess what I'm saying is, all of this that we've been through, everything that we've had, I don't want to just accept that that was the best it could be and that it's over. Please, just promise me you'll tell me if I'm going too far, though, because this is straight from the heart. I didn't plan any of this, and the only thing I did was make a promise with myself that I'd go to you no matter what, before a certain time. That I'd say what I had to say, no matter what you do, I would never hold it against you, because I know there's a wall that became after that day. It was like something out of a storybook. Didn't feel very good, did it? Yeah. I thought everything in our life would be fine once we really got close, but never did I think something so random, something so completely screwed up like that could happen to us. I just want to be with you. It doesn't matter if we can't be lovers anymore. I'd understand that and I'd respect it, but I'd at least like you in my life, you know? It doesn't have to be anything crazy and... No, I'm not looking away for any reason. No, it's... I never could lie to you, Sparkplug. I'm a terrible liar, and I couldn't lie to anyone. But it hurts. It hurts to feel so distant, and I want things to be better now. I don't want it to just be carefree all the time when you're suffering behind everything. And I could see it in your eyes, and I know that we became strangers for a time because life took us in two directions, but that's no reason why we have to let it keep winning, you know. But even if I do lose you, I have the guts to at least stand here and tell you I'm not gonna accept you saying you're okay when I know you're not. Buzzy, beautiful sunshine nugget. Those words mean a lot to me, believe it or not. They actually came from one of my favorite books, and I know I never really mentioned it, but it was inspired by a rhyme that I was told a lot when I was a kid. A rhyme that might not seem like much, but got me through a lot of hard times. I know I didn't talk about it, but there were some tough times, you know? Maybe it didn't seem like tough times in comparison to what a lot of the world was going through, but it was something that was hard for me to go through, and I could see it in your eyes, and you don't need to pretend anymore, okay? Okay, baby? I shouldn't say that. It's awkward and stuff, right? No. You promise, right? Then I swore I wouldn't approach you and have the tears come, but these promises you make with yourself never really happened, but I had to do this because I saw you. My buzzy, beautiful sunshine nugget. I couldn't let you deal with all this on your own. And that time that I was away, I realized I shut down for a while. I faced myself. I faced so many things about myself, about us, about the past, about everything I wanted it to be, and everything it wasn't, because circumstances, they're brutal, you know? You can't plan what happens, and life changes so fast. It changes and shows you new things, and not all of them are good things. But, as a beautiful sunshine nugget, I don't just want to be that pervert you met in high school that you happened to date for a while. I want to be the pervert that you met in high school that stayed your favorite person. No matter how that is, I want to make clear. I want you in my life, no matter what that means. And well, you know how I am. I've thought about this moment again and again, and I keep reliving it. Like 1,000 days in one, and I panicked literally every single time, and that's what made it take so long. To be quite honest with you, I spent a lot of time with my family, and it was a little better, you know? I had some nostalgia, but I missed you the whole time. It wasn't like we broke up or something. It wasn't like life told us that we couldn't be together. It was more to say we became strangers, and it was all due to circumstances that were neither of our faults, so that's what frustrated me the most. But also, the feeling of not knowing what to say to you. All of this is just a jumbled mess that came straight from my heart, even if I knew I wouldn't know what to say, and I'd sound so uncool doing it. So this is my most un-Pika self, but it's still me trying because I don't want a future where you're not a part of it. Even if this world is all messy, even if everything is torn asunder, I still want to have these times with you. I still want to be able to geek out with you, play games with you, hold you in my arms, maybe, if I get so lucky to. I admit it, I'm really selfish when it comes to other people being around you, and I felt so guilty about it that I just couldn't stop myself from making it happen today instead of tomorrow, because I know you had that party planned, and I just didn't want to miss you the whole time. Hardships and pain, I didn't want that to be our legacy, not as a couple, but as two souls that always were entwined. I feel like that red string of fate thing, it's real, and I've written so many comics about you. Even when we were away, I missed you every single day. But I didn't know how to contact you. And I regret it. I regret getting intimidated by it, and that's why, before anything else, I want to apologize to you. I goofed up big time. Wasn't Pika at all, because I was stuck in my own emotions, my own tormented cell of what I thought I needed to be. What I thought you needed wasn't me, and I let my insecurities win. That I was just some geek that couldn't make you happy. And that's also what eats me up inside, because I let that win, and that's so uncool, and that... Thanks. I did need that. I was getting a little unstable there, and somehow just you holding my hand like that, it made all the difference. And believe it or not, holding my hand like that it means more than I could properly explain in words. I'd have to draw something to give you any kind of example of how happy this makes me, other than my smile, because everything I feel is always written right on my face, because I don't know how to hide it, and I'm kind of proud about most things. In terms of, well, my attitude with... never mind. I'm proud about a few things, even if I've got those insecurities, and I'm proud of you for hearing me out. No matter what you do, I'd never hold it against you, okay? My jealousy, my insecurity, my combination of a few toxic things, I've been really looking in the mirror lately, and I've been trying to do better. With us, with you, with everything I am. I don't want to just have it be that our story ends on a sad note. I want it to keep going forever and ever and ever. And I know everything I'm saying right now is a selfish delusion of what I think we could be, what I think we should be, and that's anything. I know artists should have an idea of what they're doing, but right now, everything is straight from my heart. Everything has no script, no line art, nothing. Because, well, Sparkplug, I just want to see you smile. I just want to be the one who makes you smile, and my greedy ass couldn't stand how those other people were looking at you. accepting the fact that you're okay when you say it, when you're obviously not. I got so angry, so jealous because I knew you were hurting. But I was too much of a coward for so long, thinking I was not fit to make you happy. I thought I was insecure, not good enough, not cool enough. And, well, as much as it pains me to say all this, it took a lot. It took a lot to even stand here, and that's why I'm shaking. That's why the tears come sometimes. And my voice barely comes out. But I'm happy, you know? Because now you know. You thought that? No, I don't. I really don't. I never disliked you at all. I loved you. I do love you still. But don't worry if you don't love me anymore and you want to be cool as friends. It's not like there's not different types of love, you know? Whatever love you're cool with is cool with me, you know? I'm not a picky guy, and unlike some where it's romance or nothing, I might be selfish in some ways, but I guess if I'm truly honest, I want to be the most important person to you. And, of course, that's greedy. And I'll accept whatever I can get because anything is better than a life without you. And what do you mean? You really feel that way? So I'm not troubling you. You actually want to give it another try? Sorry, I was so happy the tears came out because I thought you were over me. I didn't think it would feel so amazing. Just hearing those words. I was kind of scared, I'm not gonna lie. I thought you were just gonna say distant friends was good enough for you, and my heart almost froze like ice. And I don't think electricity could unfreeze that ice, you know? As much as I could use my power and overuse it to become some kind of idiot, it would never be enough to hide that pain. And I know that's really toxic, and I'm spoiled to feel entitled to your love. Because I don't. I really don't. I want it. I want it all to myself, and only would I ever share it if we both mutually agreed, you know? What am I saying? I guess I'm a flexible guy, but at some points I just don't know where I bend or break. You too? No, don't worry about that. You're definitely the most pika person I've ever met, and I'm proud to be a part of your life. I just didn't want it to end like things did. I never wanted things to be like that. And it's sad that life itself tore us asunder, not us, not for any other reason. And I wanted that passion to be rekindled just like this, and in my dreams it played out just like this, so I'm sorry. Just part of me hopes that if this is a dream, I never wake up so that I can be here forever with you. Because I don't want to go back to a world without you. The last thing I could ever imagine is that the feeling of cold, empty space without you. I never want that ever again. And I know you might be saying it's a first love thing, but it's not. You understand too. I'm so glad about that. That is so cool. And well, it makes me feel so valid. Like I'm not alone in these feelings, and like I don't have to spend those nights all by myself, wishing I did something different. I relived the scene so many times in my head about the past, about what I could have done better, even if it wasn't our faults, even if it was the faults of people and things we can't control. I couldn't really face it. The fact that something stole you away. And it wasn't even something I could get mad at, something I could be rid of. It was something that was so much deeper than that. But now it's different. Now it feels a lot better, even if it's not perfect yet, you know? Your expression is written all over your face, even if you try and hide it. I'm so glad that you're smiling, too. And not just your mouth, but your eyes, too. That's the important part, you know? God, I missed you so much. And as much as I'd love to say something super cool right now, I think my mind's too blank for that. Yeah, right here is fine. I mean, it's just a park and a field, but it feels so much like home, you know? It feels like the most pika place in the world, and I almost want to come here with you sometimes to recount how stupid I was for thinking that I didn't have a chance, but also to be happy that you didn't move on. I was so scared. You actually thought that I was the one moving on. No, it wasn't anything like that. Trust me, I can't even look or perv on anyone fictional or anything except you. No, it's not anything like that. It's just, after everything, I may be a big-time hero, but that doesn't change the fact that there was only ever one person that really spoke to me. Way back when everybody thought I was just a perverted creep, where I had friends but no attention from anyone. No girlfriends, no boyfriends, no lovers, nothing. I never thought I was meant to have anything like that because I was kind of criticized early on. It's the reason why I got so involved in certain things like drawing and creating stories. It was something that helped me fill the gap in my life that I never knew how. I didn't know what I wanted to do for a long time because I was always that kid that was overlooked in the family. I had 3 different siblings, and each one of them was doing their own thing, and I guess I just didn't have too much time to spend on really getting to know them, or more importantly, getting to know myself. Instead, I thought the only way I could convey myself properly was to make these stories and these drawings, because whenever I did, from an early age, everybody would praise me, and they'd say how cool it was, but eventually, it was right before UA, actually. They just stopped. They stopped praising me for it, but it was probably the one thing I really loved. And then came hero stuff, and they smiled again, but I loved both of my hobbies, and while things weren't any sort of sob story and they weren't bad people, it hurt me a little for a while, and I didn't know how to express myself. You too. I think sometimes families are a blessing and a curse. Not always a source of good things or bad things, they're just a source of family. And personally, I think that means that we both lucked out and got some poor luck on that field. You more than me, of course. I'm not trying to say anything, I'm just trying to say you've been through a lot. I mean, we both have, I think, given the circumstances, but have you been okay? God, I miss doing this so much. It's the most pika feeling in the world, being able to talk to you about nothing forever. You have any idea how often I dreamed of talking to you about nothing? About the reason why popsicle sticks have parables on them. Or riddles, if you're lucky. I always wondered things like that, or why that one time my room was haunted and I didn't really have an explanation, or if it was someone using their quirk or something. But, you get the point. It's anything. It doesn't have to be one thing or the other. And that's what I love about us. That's what I love about you, is you're so easy to talk to, but so fun to talk to. Yet I get nervous every time, so it has that same energy as day one. It evolved. It became my comfort zone. My home was always with you, and I can't even imagine what it would be like if you had said no or go away. I think I would have cried a lot, even if it's uncool to say that. Not the pika-pikaest thing to say, but I missed you that much, And it might seem like I'm just fine right now, but it's the shock setting in that you kissed me again, and I don't have to say goodbye to you, and that made me so happy. My brain stopped functioning, similar to, my quirk and stuff might do. But, baby, is it all right if I call you baby? I'm so happy that I get a chance to again. I must be the happiest, dumbest looking fellow on the planet, but I don't care. Hear me out, world. I'm the happiest guy in the world, and I don't care anymore what you try and take from us, because you're not gonna take us from each other ever again. Ain't that right? We're gonna do this together and really make something of ourselves, and I promised I'd teach you how to be a better hero, and you promised me you'd help me with the modeling thing for the comic, remember? Way back when, we both made those promises before that event. Before everything got torn asunder, it was still important to keep our promises, So I'm gonna teach you how to become the best hero and surpass me. Well, maybe not that. I'm pretty pika if I do say so myself. There's so many things on my mind that I just want to tell you right now. But none of them are coming out, only just happy Denki noises. I can't help it right now. I haven't had this much happiness involved with me in a long time, and I can't even word proper sentences, but you know what? I don't regret it. And I just kind of want to hold you. I just want to look you in the eyes and tell you, I missed this, I missed us, I missed everything that we had before, and all the things we didn't get a chance to do, I really, really missed you. No. No need for the waterworks. I think we've both done enough of those already. Instead, how about we go for a walk? We just go for a walk together, we mosey about, and we talk about anything and everything we want to. You got a better idea? Well, I'm all for it. Let's go ahead. You want to do that? I mean, anything is fine. I just kind of want to sit on this bench with you now that you mention it. You wanna? We can stargaze together like that one time. I still remember it like it was yesterday. It's one of my happiest memories, Don't underestimate my memory when I really try to. I might be terrible at studying notes and stuff, but I'm really good at studying you. Your, details inside and outside. Oh, nothing. I wasn't saying anything. I was just appreciating the view. I mean, the stars. Let me be honest. It was you. I'm not even gonna try and hide it. If you want to bonk me like old times... I deserve that so much, and I love it. Don't go calling me anything, but I'm happy to receive your bonk. More than happy. If I'm crying, it's happy tears. Baby, you really made my day. You know, you made my year, my whole life. It's just a matter of us, you know, getting past the tough times together. But this time I don't need to look into your eyes and see that they're sad, right? You'll be just fine, right? Because you've got me. The most pika guy around, so from now on, don't worry about a thing, okay? Because you've got me. And nothing could take that away ever again. Nothing could separate us like that. Because now we've learned that that's not what we have to do. And mistakes aside, I think we'll be even closer this time. You still got those kisses going on. Yeah, blushing is one way of putting it. I guess I'm just not used to all of those spoiling kisses that you do sometimes, and it's very exciting and totally not something that I ever know what to do with. Brain shutting down again. You're totally to blame for that. Don't try and play innocent now. Don't act like you're not the one with the totally killer kiss. And you know it. That's why you got that smug expression, isn't it? Wait, baby? What you planning, Buzzy Beautiful Sunshine Nugget? Sparkplug? Baby? You don't have a... Okay. So that's what you were planning. I like that idea. The idea that everything's gonna be fine because we can just pick up where we left off. Where we left off? Yeah, that's exactly kind of what I was thinking too, but you really don't beat around the bush, huh? Guess you're kind of a pervert like me, huh? Well, I mean, it's not really perverted to hold hands or anything, or kiss, or... Well, hold each other and stuff, right? It's just kind of the usual thing, right? I mean, wait, you sure about this, Sparkplug? You absolutely mega sure? Like, I don't want you to regret anything on a spontaneous decision. You sure I'm the guy you want? Those words mean more to me than silver or gold, or that super expensive sushi that I spent all of my money on. No, I gotta say, that look on your face made it all worth it. Those times were a struggle, but I'd pay to see that look on your face again. It was so worth it, you know? I really love to see you smile. Among other things. Wait, what do you mean? You like to see all sorts of expressions from me? Well, I'm glad, 'cause you're the spark of my life, baby. I wish I knew that things would end up like this, 'cause I wouldn't have worried so much. But now, I don't want to worry anymore, but, I mean, if you insist, I'm always ready to go. Roger that. Aye, Captain. Full mast ahead? I don't even know if that's the word there. But you know what? You get the idea. Yeah, I mean, I'm into all kinds of things, baby. Holding you close and cuddling, and cuddling with benefits is awesome too. It's not just that though. It's so much more. You're so much more to me, you know that? Baby, you always make me feel so happy. You always know what to do to make me feel like I'm alive, instead of feeling like I'm just some kind of electrocution Thor wannabe. No, it's different. I feel real when I'm with you. And it feels like there's finally someone who gets me, and that really, really makes me happy. Of course it feels good, just holding you like this. And the more we hold each other, the more my heart races. That's pretty normal, right? I mean, I think I'm pretty normal. I at least hope so. Yeah, maybe a little abnormal, but nothing wrong with that, right? It just is a little overwhelming, is all. Because you can be quite a tease, you know that? Hey, babe, I really do love you, and I'm happy that things worked out in the end, but you really are something else. No shame at all, huh? Just like me. When it comes to you, I'll never be ashamed. You're my buzzy, beautiful sunshine nugget. I'll always want more, not less. And no one else will do, you know. And the closer we get, the more we caress each other. I'm just so happy. No, I'm fine. Just, you feel good, you know. It's nothing. Totally fine. Careful, though. If you're so rough, you'll... Don't get carried away, okay? Wow. You're so cute, too. I know, we're just in a park. Cuddling away, mostly. But you make me feel so good, even with simple things, you know? I missed you. Of course, I won't ever say no. I love you so much, Sparkplug. You really, that jolt of electricity in my heart that keeps it pumping the blood and stuff, and that was totally not as romantic as I wanted it to be, but I can't hold back when you do that. Guess I can't win with you here, can I? You damn cute thing, you. Yeah, well, it's not gonna be your victory that easy. You're gonna have to try a lot better than that, or you'll lose first. I'd call it a draw for now. Who's counting the victories anyways? This war ain't anywhere close to over, though. Hope you know. God, I missed you so much. And just having moments like this, it means the world to me. And I really hope it means the world to you, too. We've been through so much together. And I always knew in the back of my mind, at least I would like to say I always knew, we'd end up back together. Because it's you and me we're talking about after all. I mean, I can't imagine me being the most pika-pika guy in the world if I didn't have you. It just wouldn't be the same, you know? It'd be an empty victory if I didn't have my wonderful little spark plug. My buzzy, beautiful sunshine nugget. You know, that story that it's from. It's one I want to read to you someday. Yeah, I wrote it, kind of. Well, sort of. I made it into my own phrase, if that makes sense. But it was inspired by another one. that has to do with bunnies and jumping over the moon and stuff. There's other things to it, like a mongoose who's friends with an egg. It's a long story. Moon bears, sea bears, and also, no, don't worry about the dragon. He won't hurt nobody. I love you, baby. And I'm really, really glad to have you back. It makes me happier than... It just hasn't sunk in yet. I'm not sure how to express myself after all. I feel almost guilty being this happy.